If you choose to do some of your shopping online, we'll get some tips from one of our colleagues here at Delta College.
Hello, I'm Kevin Wyzkiewicz. I am an Associate Professor of Computer Science and Information Technology. Online shopping is happening everywhere and it's growing yearly. But online shoppers need to be vigilant when even buying the most common products. One of the things that you want to do is shop with commonly known retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. These common sites have honest reviews, they have detailed descriptions, good return policies with the ability to return to an actual store itself. And they use the latest security protocols. But sometimes the best price you might find on an unknown website. Be wary of the lowest price. Do your homework. You want to check the reviews and perhaps check for complaints at the Better Business Bureau website. Look for a contact us area on the website. Look for a US address or phone number. Go a step further. Actually pick up the phone and contact the retailer. If you decide to make a purchase, you always want to use a credit card, not a debit card. Debit cards usually are associated directly with your bank account, perhaps your checking account in most cases. Use a credit card. Most credit cards offer zero liability for fraud, which means that you won't be losing money on a bad purchase. Make sure your OS, your operating system, is up to date, especially the browser. It is the browser that is the piece in between you and that retailer. And the way that you want to access them is through your bookmarks, because you don't want to type them in. Any little typo, you could go to some rogue site or some fake site. When you type in a web address, it usually starts with HTTP. But when connecting to an online retailer, you want to make sure that it uses the secure protocol, HTTPS. And also right near that, you will notice that there will be a lock symbol. You want to make sure that you see that lock icon so you know that it's secure. And you can actually click on that to expose more information on the retailer. You want to pay attention to the device that you're using and the network that you're using. Most people connect wirelessly, which you have a wireless router. You want to make sure that the firmware is up to date and any software associated with that device. Another very important thing is that you don't want to access these online stores in public Wi-Fi networks, like coffee shops and cafes and airports. They are unsecure. Don't be typing in any sensitive information for online shopping purposes. In terms of using social media like Facebook and Instagram and seeing rock bottom prices there, these kinds of scams have tripled over the last year and are getting more widespread. You want to be careful with those, and in many cases, if the price is too cheap to be true, stay away from them. Don't fall for email scams or texting scams. If you don't know the sender and they're mentioning something about an online transaction, remove the email or the text. Simply delete them. Track your orders. Be sure to track your orders. If there is a reseller that will not give you a tracking number, I would run in the other direction. That's very important. Lastly, another thing that you want to do is secure your online accounts. Use strong passwords. Things like use a complex set of lowercase letters and numbers and symbols. Don't reuse passwords across multiple sites. If you have a password for Amazon, use a completely different one for other retailers. More than 266 million American consumers shop online. This is about 80% of the US population, and this number is projected to climb. With some of the best practices mentioned here, you can be one of those safe shoppers.